Hi everyone, welcome back to Karyna USA. If you noticed, I've got a new haircut. If you haven't met me before, my name is Karyna. I'm a marketing project manager, content creator, and freelancer. The only difference is that I'm not currently working on that freelance websites like Upwork, freelancer.com, and so on. I opened my marketing company and I find customers through my blog, plus through other ways that I'm going to talk about later in this video. I manage them directly without that freelancers platforms, but I still call myself freelancer because I work on those projects on my own time. I don't really have my own boss telling me like, you know, that's the time frame that I have to work on. Just wanted to share this video and tell you about the ways, what you can do on those marketplaces, who you can work with, who you can work as, how much you can make through your blog, what you can do and on that sense, as well as overall like how to make extra money, maybe do a passive income out of it. So if you're interested, continue watching this video. So first of all, I wanted to share with you a bit of my background. I came to the United States 7.5 years ago as an asylum immigrant. I didn't have any parents here, no friends. I came with like a limited budget of $500. I started working right away, but still it wasn't like a lot of help. I started, I would really say, from scratch. I just transferred some of the credits from the university that I went in Belarus to the college here in the United States, and I studied a lot of different things: QA testing, web design, interactive media, social media, marketing. I just graduated with my bachelor's in marketing actually a week ago. There is a separate video about that. You can watch it here. I left the link above. But overall, I just wanted to say that I've had quite a journey. I've learned a lot. I've changed so many different like fields that I worked on, and now I'm making the most money that I ever did before by working on all the different sources that I have. So just wanted to shoot this video and share that with you because I'm sure that's like the most popular question on my Instagram, like what do I do, how do I make money, what I can recommend to other people to do. So sharing it here with you guys, and let's go. People always ask me if you need to have any education in order to work online as a freelancer. A short answer is gonna be no, you don't, but you need to have experience because most of the jobs are going to require it, even if you are like, I don't know, even doing social media management. I wouldn't want to work with a person who doesn't have any experience, but the good thing is that you can get it pretty quick, pretty easy. There are a lot of videos on YouTube. You don't even have to take like the whole course and you know, spend money on it. If you're comfortable browsing, going online, searching on different you know, different places like YouTube, different other websites, like if you're comfortable getting information this way, go ahead and do it. It's going to be for free for you. If you're comfortable getting information like organized in one place from the person that you like, I don't know, the person motivates you or you believe to that person, then go ahead and buy the course and work on the steps. But just to give you a few different examples of the jobs that you don't have to have any degree that you can work on, is the easiest one is data entry. You can find lots of those jobs available on Upwork, freelancer.com, like all those freelance websites. This job would be one of the most popular because many people need some data transfer from one space to another one. The next one is writing, editing, or proofreading. If you studied something related to languages, for example, I was doing some editing myself before, or if you're just good at languages, you know how to write. You don't have to have a particular experience. You just have to have this attention to detail, and you just have to know like how to do it. I don't know how to explain it. I've been doing that myself a few times. I didn't have a lot of like specific experience in this field, but I studied linguistics. That's kind of, I would say, like a learning experience. Then graphic designers, I've done that myself as well because I studied web design and I've had a few graphic design classes. So I took on a few projects on Upwork to do graphic design, and it's really easy. Yes, there's a lot of competition. Yes, you need to have a portfolio, and I believe like in this case you have to have an experience doing that, or at least like you have to learn how to do it. But that's something that I was doing. That's a really good opportunity for you to work on. You can be social media manager or assistants. That's the simplest job possible, I think. Again, not the simplest job, depending on the person that you work with, on the influencer, on the company, but basically you just need to have this communication skills, I would say, because you have to communicate with other people in terms of like promoting the account of the person that you work with, for example, or if you just need to respond to comments, that's not a big deal, like everyone can do it, right? So of course, if you create reels, if you do some other work, you have to know what you're doing, like you either have to learn it somewhere or you have to have an experience. But overall, no one's gonna require like a degree for you to work on those stuff. And you can find a lot of them on different websites. And my favorite one is the virtual assistant. This one is like, it can go from the lowest level where you just have to schedule something to add on the person's calendar, or it can go to as high as helping the person with their business already. If they're, you know, like managing a few businesses and they need a virtual assistant to help with those. So virtual assistant is a very interesting job, I would say, because you're doing different stuff. But then I also feel like one day you're gonna outgrow it and you would like to do something else. You would like to work on some other things where you can, you know, like grow. Because being a virtual assistant, you can't really grow unless you start working on the businesses and then you're involved into different operations. Otherwise, like I've been doing some virtual assistant work and I was pretty much scheduling stuff, responding to emails, responding to comments, like not much, you know, operational slash something that's going to give you growth. Some of the freelance websites available, I'm going to read them here because I have them on my computer. I'm sure you've heard about many of them, like Upwork, People Per Hour, Simply Hired, iFreelance, Fiverr, Guru, 99 Designs, Remote. There are many websites available, but just keep in mind that every website has its own system in place. For example, on Upwork, you have to have credits in order to apply for those jobs. You can buy extra credits and then they're pretty cheap. Like for a few dollars, you can buy like 15 credits, I think, on Upwork. I've got a few projects on Upwork, but quick advice, who's gonna work on it, make sure that the person who's posting the job has the verified payment and maybe some reviews from the person who worked with this person already. Because I've had an experience where I was hired to do the listings for like an agency, and I've been working on that, and then this person got blocked even though they had a payment verified. I wasn't able to get my money from Upwork. This was like a spam account, and someone was trying to promote some weird thing that I don't even know like what was the purpose of this thing, because like, okay, I posted it and then got blocked, and like what was that? Why would I do that? I just spend my time and they spend their time. Like, what's the purpose of all this thing? Anyways, just keep in mind that to be on the safer side, see if they have the reviews, because that's gonna help you a lot. Some other places where I would recommend you to look for customers are those marketplaces within the country, like Craigslist in the United States, Indeed. I found a company that I'm working with right now on Indeed. I also found another customer that I work with on Craigslist some time ago. Marketplaces within your country are very helpful because like people still post there. Go ahead and check them out. I have more in my guide. I'll tell you about my guide later in this video. Basically, like there is more links and websites in it. You can use those platforms within a country as well as social media accounts. That's like my best, I would say, because on social media you can kind of create your own community. You can even, like, not talking about a huge community. Let's say you have a small blog, but people who's gonna find your blog and go to your blog, they're gonna see all the work, they're gonna see the highlights, they're gonna see like you talking, you know, and it's kind of like this live interaction. It's just cool. Like, I really recommend it to everyone to start social media channels. You can do YouTube, kind of like doing longer videos as we communicate right now, or you can do those short videos, vertical, where you talk about something for 1 minute. That way you attract people to your channel, and then in the longer videos you can talk more deeper. You can have like those deeper conversations with your audience. I'm pro social media accounts, as many as you can have. Like, hire some help, hire a virtual assistant to help you with some stuff, but make sure you're out there, like you're showing your product, you're showing yourself, you're showing your expertise, you're helping people. And I would also recommend you guys to use Google. As funny as that would sound, Google is actually like super helpful in all that stuff, because you can find companies, you can email people, you can do cold calling, like you can do so many things. I think you just never tried it, because people who say that they can't find the job or they don't know like what to do something, go on YouTube, go on Google, type in what you're looking to do, type in how to do something, and I'm like 100% sure that you're gonna find an answer to it. In terms of not able to find work, come on, there are so many jobs available. Like I was doing this experiment on my Instagram where I just like went online and I said, okay, I decided to check my theory. If it really works, I decided to apply to like let's say 10 or 20 different positions a day or every day. Like I don't remember how long I've been doing that. I think 2 days. I've been applying to different things on Indeed, on Glassdoor, on Upwork, and I got 2 invites, actually 3, I'm sorry. One of them was spam on Upwork that I worked with, and then they just canceled him. Then I found another person that I started working with, and I helped him with the project. And I also found another company that I currently work with. I kind of help them promoting different brands online. I was just like, come on, I was able to do it in 2 days. You can do it as well. Just go ahead and do it, like try it. I'm a big fan of positive thinking, and not like a blind positive thinking where you just keep, being positive when everything goes wrong. No, you try something, you analyze the result, and then you decide what needs to be changed in order to achieve different result. That's it. I'm talking about positive thinking, like the way to never give up and never quit. Like try different things and see what's gonna happen. And I also think that some of the jobs that you started doing like part-time can also be kind of like a passive income for you in the future. For example, this YouTube channel that I'm doing. I keep creating these videos, people keep watching it, and when I have the monetization in place, I will be able to get money for older videos that I'm not working on currently, so it's kind of like a passive income, but not like 100% passive. You can also create different like books or guides or something else that you can sell online on Amazon, on other websites, on your website, within your social media channel. Like all these things, they're gonna be mentioned in the videos. They will be sold later. You kind of like getting the money passively because you're not doing it right now. You've done it some time ago. Same if you want to do some kind of like drop shipping company. I was doing that on Amazon, but mine wasn't very successful. Here's the video. There's like a whole analysis why it wasn't successful, what I would do differently, and blah, blah, blah. But basically when you start working on your community, that's why I always like in all the videos, I encourage people to start their channels everywhere they can. It doesn't matter what kind of field you're in, doesn't matter what expertise you have. Just start working on those projects, because this is something that's gonna serve you in the future like so much. It's gonna be so helpful because you'll be able to kind of start any kind of business and then guide your community towards it, show them what you do, and maybe start something different based on the community interests, and that way you will always be kind of this entrepreneur without owning a company, like a huge company. So yeah, for sure, I really encourage everyone to do that. I also wanted to remind you that I have this guide. I'm gonna show you it over here. This guide contains a lot of useful information for influencers, freelancers, small business owners, anyone who wants to improve their marketing, who wants to get their companies to a different level, or their social media accounts, or like whatever they're working on. If they want to get it to the next level, I truly recommend you checking out my guide because it has lots of information on, I'm gonna show you here. It has 10 chapters about where you find customers, something that we briefly talked about here. Types of jobs you don't need a degree for, that's also a little bit that we talked here. Freelance jobs for future passive income, websites, lots of useful websites, lots of useful links that you can check out. Books, marketing practice, like it's so useful. I've got so many good reviews. I'm so happy it's helping people. But the reminder that I wanted to tell you about that I'm closing the sales for this guide at the end of the year. So December 31st is going to be the last day you can purchase this guide, not because it's selling bad or because it's not useful. No, the price for this guide is less than your Starbucks breakfast. It's $9 and some change. So I would really encourage everyone to purchase it if you are interested in the topics that we discussed. I'm closing the sales because I wanted to open like a bigger course, like a program even, not just a guide, where I'm gonna talk about different things, where I'm gonna share my experience deeper, and maybe even have like private consultations. So that's your last chance. Give yourself this holiday present, Christmas, New Year's present. It's totally worth it. Maybe buy it for your, I don't know, mother who's looking for different ways to work from home, or for your friend, or for someone, for your kid even, because like kids right now, they can do even more and learning within social media, on TikToks and everywhere. Just wanted to share this quick useful video. I hope it's gonna be helpful for you guys, and I hope you love the guide. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you purchased this before and you're watching the video, let me know how that helped you, and I'll see you in the next videos. Bye.